So I'm down here in Dixie, Nicholas County, West Virginia with my dad and my son today. We're at the Dixie grade school, and my dad used to bring me here all the time when I was a little girl, so it brings back so many childhood memories. You know, I am Generation X, and we were the last latchkey generation, and we're nuts. Things are a lot different now. We were little wildcats out there, and it just being here just floods the memories back. And you know, a lot of us are lucky to be alive. Hold on, my son is hollering for me. Even though, you know, we were wildcats with death witches, I think most of us are pretty good parents, though. But anyway, so like I was saying, it brings back a lot of childhood memories, and a lot of us are lucky to be alive. So I wanted to share one of my stories, and it's when I figured out what was going on, I literally peed myself. So picture it, like the Golden Girls, picture it, West Virginia. It was the summer of 1987, and anyway, I was 8 years old. And I had one of those Fisher-Price tape recorders that I painted with my mom's nail polish to make it pretty pink, because it was actually beige and it was really ugly that way. So I had my cassette tapes of my jams, which included Tiffany's, I think we're alone now, Debbie Gibson, also The Cure. I had been watching the Miss America pageant, and they walked out to Just Like Heaven, and I thought that was an awesome song. So that was like my theme song of that summer. My grandma, which I have referred to before, had the house that was built on the old homestead on Mount Olive in 1870. Well, anyway, she had 3 porches, and you know, being on the mountain, being secluded, you kind of you didn't really have a lot of kids to play with, so you occupied yourself. I mean, I was a fruitcake anyway. I was nuts. I mean, I thought I could talk to fish. You know, I saw Bigfoot. I mean, you know, I was just out there. Mom always thought, you know, when I was little, she's like, I thought something was wrong with you. But, you know, I'm just me. I embrace who I am. Some people like who I am, and it's entertaining. I mean, you know, you never know what I'm going to do next. So, anyway, so it's summertime. I'm carrying my little Fisher-Price tape recorder, listening to The Cure's Just Like Heaven. And my mama's 3rd porch that was on the right-hand side, facing her Easter lilies and all that stuff, in my old playhouse that was a hand-me-down from my cousins. Anyway, I staked out that porch that summer for some reason. You know, I preferred that porch. It seemed like every summer I had like a different porch that I hung out on, and that was the 1987 porch. And so I staked that out as my little hut. And anyway, you know, that house was an old house, and I noticed that there was something in the hall, like in the corner of the porch, and it was alive. So I was just like the most inquisitive. I mean, you know, I had my turtle. He is 32 now. You know, I was always like, you know, bringing out lizards and, you know, grub, you name it. I mean, I was in it. So, of course, I am going to investigate the creature in the porch. So I got the stick. And anyway, so I'm poking in the hole in the porch, trying to figure out what this thing is. It was like the corner of the porch in the house. There was just like this little, you know, hole. And this thing's just started battling the stick. I mean, its little, you know, arms came out, and I mean, it was like ready for war. And as an 8-year-old, I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. So like every day I would like go and I'd have a stick battle with this creature. And one time it came completely out, and it was black, and it had like this red symbol on its back, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. You know, that is like the coolest spider in the world. So every day from June through the 1st of September, me and the black spider with the red symbol had epic battles. And I mean, it would get up there, and I mean, it would grab a hold of the stick, and I'd be like, I mean, it was like my BFF. And anyway, I grew to really look forward to my epic spider battles, and I named him Jim. He was Jim the Spider, you know, as an 8-year-old. Now, once fall hit, Jim disappeared, and I don't know where Jim went to, and I was very sad. I even returned like the next spring in hopes of finding Jim, and Jim wasn't there. And it broke my heart a little bit. And then I was in class one day, and we were going over, different types of spiders. And that's when I realized that Jim was a black widow. And so the whole summer that I was 8 years old listening to The Cure's Just Like Heaven, I was battling a black widow spider with a stick every day, and nobody in my family knew. And so yes, I peed myself, and I thank the good Lord that I made it through. But that just shows what Generation X is, okay? Gen X, we battled black widow spiders and lived with sticks.